Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to the Black Mirror. So, it turns out the puzzle is that insane. There's a slide puzzle here. Under the four corners of the puzzle, they want this piece, and this piece exposed. And then there is a symbol that we'll see here on the side that they don't want exposed. However,
that's it. The zodiac is the right combination.
You had to actually go look up either the solution or the exact order of the zodiac. It's just nothing in the game tells you that. Nothing in the game helps you with it. Does the zodiac even really have a chronological order, really? But apparently this is what they've determined it to be. So every single one of these symbols has to be in this order. And there's even worse news. Turns out that while we probably are very close to finishing chapter 3,
I just wanted to see the inside of
at least technically there's 6 chapters in this game.
If Madam learned you were inside, it would be my fault. Guarding this place is one of my responsibilities, and Madam is relying on me to do it.
If you don't tell her, she won't ever know.
Well, you're lucky. I would get in bigger trouble than you for letting you in there.
So he locks you in there. He locks you out right when you get the key that I think you need. I don't think we got the second sacred key.
How could he have found me here? I've got to get inside again, but how? It would probably be best to return at night.
So, just to waste your time, like, we have a key.
Strange. It's made of just one piece of stone.
But we've got to now move the story along. And I don't think there's really a reason why we'd be able to talk to Richard.
Can I bother you for a moment?
Apparently I can say something to him. There's more to chapter 3. Then there's a chapter 4. And a 5. And a 6.
Do you remember our talk about the tomb?
Yes, I do. Did you manage to get inside?
Yes and no, but I still want to examine it thoroughly.
You're starting to interest me, young man. Why have you come to Wales anyway? And why are you so interested in our tomb?
Unfortunately, I cannot explain the whole thing just
Why
now.
not? It's not that hard.
What draws you to that place so much?
I have to get inside somehow, that's all.
But
Louis won't let me.
Louis makes no trouble. He's just doing what he is told. If it was something else, I'd settle it for you. But the tomb is a problem. Eleanor is very respectful of her ancestors and guards the place as if it were a shrine.
It is.
I can't do much about it, you
Technically.
Yes, but no one will find out. I promise. I just need the key for an hour or two.
No, that's quite impossible. Eleanor takes the key from Louis in the evening and keeps it in her bedroom for the night.
What do you suggest then?
Me? Well, maybe. I can't promise anything, but if you help me out, I'll make it easier for you to get inside.
I'll do what is needed. So what's the plan?
I'll explain everything later, but I have a couple of rules. First, you will come down here when it's dark. Second, you must not tell anyone.
Why are you doing this anyway?
You mean why am I helping you? I have my reasons, just like you have yours. So, how is it?
I will do anything if you get me inside.
This is...
All right, we have a bargain.
Seriously, I'm just entertaining quitting. Like, and it's not even a rage quit. It would just be a boredom quit in this game. It's just like, really? When at least chapter-wise, we're not halfway through with this game. Am I that slow of a point-and-click adventure player when they're new and I don't know the solutions? Let's see if we can talk to this guy. I can't imagine that I'm playing that poorly or that slowly. This feels very in line with what a normal player on their first attempt would accomplish.
And rest a while. I've got to get into that tomb again in the evening.
So, cutscene.
I waited until the last sound had quieted in the mansion, so I could be sure I could leave my room unnoticed.
And here we have another animation that people spent some effort on. That was very awkward. This area looks nice at night, but that does mean somebody else redrew it again. Or at least did a different variant of the drawing.
It reminds me of our ill-fated pond.
It feels like the pond is more filled now.
This place looks entirely different at night. There's no way to see inside from here.
Every single one of these scenes have been reanimated a second time. This whole section could have been a separate game. Like,
Richard has locked himself in. Did he forget about our agreement? I need to draw his attention somehow.
and it doesn't seem like we can do that with any of this, so we've been seeing the tower window for a couple hours, so I imagine the plot is to either shout at the window or throw something at the window.
Richard is expecting me as we agreed. There's no way to see inside from here.
Blood at the window. Fire with the window. Coin with the window. Knife at the window. There's nothing here, unless I'm supposed to look at the ruins.
The silhouette of the chapel ruins looms over the swamp, as though it meant to warn.
Just see if the gate's open.
The grate is locked.
Seriously, game, why are you doing this to me? Why are you putting in all these extra barriers to tell a story?
This time, the key isn't there.
What, was there a key there? Oh yeah, that's how we got in the first attempt. So we saw the toolbox before, so maybe we can go find some tool at the entrance, just because the game wants us to see everything.
go back.
And that makes it pretty easy to know that's not where we're supposed to be. Can we enter the mansion, really?
The entrance is locked.
The only thing is I hear a frog. And you have a frog making sound. Is there a way to get the frog out of the fountain? Like, is this just a pixel hunt for a frog? Seriously, is there a frog here? Or is it just a sound effect? Let's just go look at the fountain again and right click and left click on it.
The surface is reflecting the light of the moon. It reminds me of our ill-fated pond.
Fountain. And there's a lot of fireflies. But it's not like I have a jar or anything.
Richard is expecting me, as we agreed. There's no way to see inside from here.
And you'd think if the idea is to throw stones at the window, which makes sense, you'd find stones, and there are some stones. Okay, fine. They're just a little bit further off screen than what I was expecting. They really should have been right about here. In fact, you might even have the main character trip on some stones as he walks in the area.
Missed. Richard is expecting me, as we agreed.
And again, this might just be a case of if you miss enough times, you lose.
I hope they hear that inside. I'd better go to the door quickly.
And that just activates a cutscene.
I've been expecting you. Follow me. So is everything clear?
Yes, I believe it is.
I'd better describe the whole process once more.
No, that won't be necessary. I understood everything.
You will have to assist me.
Now the game is
Follow
just
my orders
teasing us.
exactly during the whole experiment. Agreed?
Of course.
So apparently I'm going to...
Variant 2.
Variant 2.
Variant 7 follows. Nice and simple, so it has time to mix.
I don't know if it's supposed to be showing
Back
us
to variant 2.
this
Number 3 will follow.
animation,
2 and 3 follows.
Now we must wait a little.
or if the game's just messed up.
Right. This is the moment. From now on, it's going to be easy. Just keep turning it down as I told you.
Yes.
Easy.
I expect this is just
Easy,
gonna
keep
explode.
going. Right then, we're mostly done. We just need to add the oxidant.
Oxidant? What oxidant?
The one you managed to break this afternoon. What luck you had catching the druggist.
Well,
So it's
maybe I
almost
should tell you
comedic, but
something.
we're way, way too far for this game to be comedic.
The accident, you see, it actually isn't.
No! How could this happen? I checked my calculations to the smallest detail. A mistake was inconceivable.
Well, maybe.
You needn't apologize. It's not your fault. I must have made a mistake with the ratio somewhere. Damn.
Yes, everyone makes mistakes.
Well, you have fulfilled your part of our agreement. Now it's my turn. It's right there by the door. That green flask.
Flask, you promised to get me inside the tomb.
I have promised to make it easier for you to get inside. You must realize I could not look Eleanor in the eye if she found out I had lent you the key.
Sure, but what do I do with that flask?
The container is of little importance. It's the content that matters. It's a strong concentrated acid that will dissolve most metals on the table of elements. That should do the trick for you.
Right.
Okay, again, this game was hinting at mystical, and we've seen more scientific because of this scene than we actually have of mystical. The game really just doesn't feel connected at all. And yes, this area was reanimated a second time too. It almost feels like they mixed together 2 or 3 hidden object adventure games, took out the hidden object parts.
Very well. The lock has fallen off.
So is he just gonna get the key and leave, I wonder? That's what I would do. Too many questions after everything you've done. Was not expecting that.
A secret passage.
I was not expecting that. I figured this would just open and...
I can't go any further. The tomb is locked, like a safe. At least I know I'm approaching my goal.
Approaching your goal?
I think I'll need the right key. The lock looks odd and quite complex. That symbol on the lock, though, I've seen it before. I think I'll need the lock looks odd. That symbol on
The symbol on the lock. Let's see. Will this work? No. Will the acid work? No. Coin. Do I seriously have to run all the way back to the Black Mirror Manor? Like,
I think I'll need the right key. The lock looks odd. That symbol on
symbol on the lock. Where would it be? And you know what we missed here? We missed Eleanor playing any music. So if that was supposed to interconnect with the music box in some way, then that's that part
door is locked.
was a red herring, I guess. Can we use the acid to enter the mansion? No. Can we maybe exit the main gate now?
I can't leave yet. I'll go back.
Don't tell me that somehow I've gamed over because I didn't have the main key. When the game reset our inventory several times, like, did I really need the strange object from the end of chapter 1? That cannot be the case. It just can't. That being said, I may very well just... Let's talk to this guy.
Pardon me. Can I ask you something?
Yes?
Okay, maybe he can help me with the symbol on the gate.
There is a symbol of a very unique cross-like shape in the chapel. Would you happen to know anything about it?
Oh, I think I know what you mean. It's an old symbol of the nobleman of the manor. It's strange, though. I've never noticed it there myself. Eleanor has got the only remaining one in her jewelry box.
I'd like to see it. Where exactly is that box?
She tends to keep it nearby. It's probably somewhere in the main hall. The mansion will be closed for the night. Take my key from the table over there.
Thanks.
So,
Leave you to your work then.
so the game intentionally made me walk back in here and have a conversation a second time. Now I've got to get him to walk out of the way so I can find the key, to click on the key, to pick up the key, to go back to the mansion, to get the cross. That would have been insane if 10 hours earlier one mistake would have killed you. Although some of the King's Quest games I think do play out that way. If you just don't pick up an item at a specific spot, you could easily lose much further along. And then that really makes a video game that's far too close to the real world, and it stops being entertaining, because games are not about emulating the real world, usually at least. And even if they are about emulating the real world, they typically make a faster and more enjoyable process. So here's the wooden jewel box. We saw this before. And is it another puzzle, or can we just open it? Okay. It is horses, so they go L-shaped. So the good news is then we can do this like this, and we can do this like this, and put this here. And actually we need this here, so we can do this first, and then this here, and then this, and maybe we'll just cycle things around a little bit. Wow, did I just royally screw that up? I think I may have. we put this here and get this out of place and this out of place. Wow, I've managed to put everything back exactly where it belongs, in the sense that nothing is where it belongs. Hmm. 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 This shouldn't be as difficult as I'm making it out. Honestly. This one can't be played anywhere though. And this one can't be played anywhere. So I've got to do this to be able to do that. To be able to do that. To then, all I can do is do that, and maybe that, and then right now I've got a couple choices. This guy can go here, and I need this guy to go here, and this one to go here, I guess. See, I need these two to switch around. That's in the right place. Maybe we can switch that around. That way. Think I've got it.
The bottom part looks exactly like the opening in the grate of the underground tomb.
It's just way too much puzzle and gameplay now. Why did they bother to burn me out in chapters 1 and 2 with things when this is really when it starts to get good? I guess I said earlier that it's possible that the last third of the game might be good and the first two parts are just incredibly slow and boring. It does still kind of have that feeling, but that's certainly not going to work very well in its favor, because the game is just way too long. Way too long. I probably should save. Let's just take that opportunity, because there's, I bet, every chance, and unless my numbering is off, there's only 24 slots. We've done 12 plus hours, 13 hours of gameplay. How Long to Beat said this was a 15-hour game. If my bad, slow gameplay turns that into an 18 to 20-hour game,
This must be Durgan's tomb.
that would kind of suck. See, this looks dangerous, and that looks dangerous. And there's an abyss. Let's look at the carving on the tablet.
Use a stranger's head, or your own will shed. There's an opening on the top.
Do we have a stranger's head? We can put this on the grave.
Curtain of steam makes it impossible to estimate the distance to the bottom. The floor may have collapsed deeply. I'd better hold back.
A stranger's head. Skulls. Well, there's skulls all up here.
They've all been chiseled from stone. Except for their size, there is nothing special about them.
Do you have any way of knocking down?
Why are there so many of them about the tomb? They've all been chiseled from...
And I don't want to walk to the grave because that's going to get me killed.
There's an opening on the top. There's an opening. There's an opening.
But how do we get the skull down? I guess we just have to try.
I'll try to push the lid off.
And I was thinking it was the grate that would fall down on your head, but okay. Very cruelly, this game wants to kill you at the end of each chapter. And this feels like it was an episodic game years before episodic games were really a thing. Like, each one of these chapters seems long enough that they could be sold individually. I suppose, though, that isn't completely accurate. Things like Doom were originally sold as shareware and episodic too, so we're gonna have to start going around.
This must be Durgan's tomb.
But here's the weird thing too. Unless I missed something, I don't know how to solve this. And because I had such trouble with the last instance, well, here's some roots. So unless maybe I could set the roots on fire. I kind of feel like I just want to cheat now. Seems like there's a...
Work their way down here. Soon they will disrupt the full ceiling of the tomb.
If this is just gonna be like the wolf all over again.
Steam makes it in the floor.
See, no, there was nothing with the roots. We know it's something with the skull, but I don't know how to get the skulls down. And I'm just gonna cheat. I'm back to the walkthrough. That's it for this recording. As always, I'm asking you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.